Alright, so, cannot possibly say what's going on in Russia right this second, but that doesn't matter, because it's stream time. Will Russia be here at the end of the stream? Who knows? Anyway, though, yes, it's time for the end of Ys. Probably. I don't foresee being in bonus modes for longer than 2 hours, and if I finish early, I might just go to Paper Mario. But first, we actually have to see what the bonus stuff is. So, switch on over to Ys. Alright, so let's see. We got a whole lot of stuff last time. We got the bonus shop. Let's see, well, Arena Stage 2. And, alright, so that's 500,000. Well, looks like we won't be able to unlock much. So let's see, what's the arena like? Alright, I do not have any abilities, I can just slash. Oh, okay, so I just had to press the button first. I wonder why it's like that. Oh well, anyway. Ooh, and you level up, alright. So, like, okay, how do I gain... Or, like, how much SP do I gain at a time? Because I don't think I'll be able to unlock the second thing in the shop. Because that's expensive. I'm probably not gonna show off the, entirety of the arena mode. But it looked like there was another playable character there. Who I assume was gonna be the, playable character I was looking into, for time attack mode. It's like the main reason I'm actually bothering with the extras is I want to see what their deal is. I kind of figured initially, when I knew about it, that it would be like a, character from this game, like maybe get to play as Dales or something, but no, I don't know who Adol is. I should check to see if I have a beam. Why haven't I not checked that yet? I wonder if there ain't gonna be any bosses for this one. Like, is Epona just gonna drop in at some point? I feel like she will. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you fuckers. This could very well be where I die, because, I mean, just look at these fuckers. Okay, I can beam. Oh, I can absolutely beam. Seems like this is mostly just a matter of keep going and hope your level ups. Oh, okay. I guess you can reach an end of it. Bonus shop? I didn't even get enough for Arena Stage 2. Yeah, there's no chance in hell I'm getting the unlockable character. Alright. I also can't get the unlockable character from... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, so, this might be a very short stream. Let me just pull up another window while I do this. Who can I just, like, beat real quickly? Hugo 1, I guess? Oh, I can only use the thing I had at the time for it. Okay. Oof. I don't remember there being status effects originally. If you got hit by a shield. But at this point, to be fair, I am just kind of wailing on him. I'm very impatient for this, so yeah, I'm gonna die. Let's see. Let's bring that up. Did I get anything for that one? I don't think I did, which makes sense. It did not do well. Let's see. Let me just, I guess I'll go to hard mode. Let's see, so theoretically hard mode should earn me more points. Admittedly, if I knew I had to unlock the extra character, I probably would have played the game on my own time. And just built up in this. Might just do an emergency Paper Mario stream, but I don't know, like... If I put it off a week just for the extra character, then that's also going to be a very short stream. What to do. Well, I can clear the screen of these guys, at least. I know I can do that. You... Okay, I'm gonna save the boost whenever I get it until the knights show up, because they're the biggest obstacle. Alright, I have an anti-air. Right, I have the Shoryuken, why am I bothering? Not my most effective beam, honestly. I was too close to him. That's on me. That's a bit of a waste, but I don't care. I'm gonna beam them, that's just what I'm gonna do. They're jerks. Alright, now how much SP is that? Okay, that was at least enough to get me Arena Stage 2. It is okay to unlock that bonus. Oh gee, Alright, let's go to hard mode for Flooded Prison. Gotta switch this. So yeah, I'm thinking I will probably just, I don't know. I want to play the secret character myself, but also it's gonna take me a hot minute to unlock stuff, and I don't want to do that on stream if I'm being honest. Like, this absolutely seems like the thing I would normally just, like, if this were an LP, I'd show it, but I'd show it very sped up and just, you know, kind of describe the arena mode overall. But it absolutely seems like there is a kind of a long grind for this one. Though, to be fair, it's probably not like a terrible grind if you, like, do each area with every character once, but again, I don't really want to show that. So I don't really have much to say. I mean, look, granted, it is fun to do this, I'm not gonna deny that. As always, combat in this game is great, and Arena seems like just kind of a great mode to, kill some time with. Just, play a little bit of extra Yeast Origin without actually having to commit to, like, a full-on playthrough of the story mode. So that's nice. I mean, everybody likes Vampire Survivors nowadays, right? This is kinda like that, only with a lot less enemies, and therefore, it hits far fewer buttons in your brain when you play it, but it's almost there. Vampire Survivors is just this if it gave up all pretenses. Just said, ah, fuck it. Okay, so that's that one. How much is that point-wise? Still nowhere near 500,000. Oof. So, for no particular reason whatsoever, I would just like to say, happy first year of public access co-host, the social media site that you may or may not want to use. Weird that it's apparently been a year. Like many things, it does not feel like that happened a year ago, but nonetheless, it says it on the sidebar. It's been public for a year now. I joined about the time it went public. And, I didn't use Twitter as much. Again, no particular reason I'm bringing that up other than the fact that Twitter is continuing to implode. Just completely separate issue, though. I mean, look, it's been imploding, again, for more than a year at this point. One might say that it's been imploding for a very long time, and it's a surprise that it's not gone yet, but this time we're all pretty sure it's tanking. Anyway, I will otherwise try to keep this brief because if you're watching this, if you're watching the VOD, this is gonna be stapled on to last week's attempted Ys episode, because I did make some progress there. However, it's time, once again, to continue on in Ys Origin. Alright, so I did basically everything necessary. So, apparently there's all of this stuff. I don't know what any of this is about, but I got all of the arena stages, I've unlocked all of them, you can see that there. And I've unlocked, Adol, who I'm pretty sure is probably a major character, if not the main character of the later games, because I took a brief glimpse at the, Ys, games available on Steam, and he does seem to be a face on many a cover or present in many of the screenshots, so I'm guessing he's a major character. Or maybe it's like a Lufia situation, where there's just a whole lot of characters who look like him, but they have a different name because they're from a different time period. But otherwise they're just the exact same character. I should really actually play Lufia at some point. I've seen a couple of LPs of those games, 1 and 2, and also the Game Boy Color one. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. What is here is Arena Mode. So, I have unlocked Adol. I haven't played him at all. I've saved that completely for, this arena thing. Okay, so it says type select. Yeah, there are other versions of the main characters available in the shop, so I was just wondering if it, presented them right now. Otherwise, I don't know what it means by extra version. Maybe it's just like an extra outfit or something, but apparently Adol has different versions. If I don't find the other versions, I'm going to be fine with that. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, before I get into him, remember where I was in general at the end of the last session. So let's just take a look at my scores. So, as you can see, initially my plan was to do all of the difficulties as all of the characters, but I quickly realized that would get very boring, so I didn't do that. So instead I opted to keep to hard mode, just go character by character, arena by arena, and I chose specifically hard mode. I figured that would get me a good amount of points, for this whole thing. And as you can see, I also did not necessarily finish all of them either. Hard mode does actually get legitimately pretty hard down the line. I took a couple of deaths, maybe even per character, starting at, Silent Sands. And as you might have noticed, yeah, I hardly have any progress on Nightmare. Wailing Blue on Nightmare with Toll was doable for me. I don't think I bothered as either of the other characters. Because as Toll it was hard enough, and then, yeah, starting Flooded Prison, I just couldn't do it. That is territory where you really need to know the game. But yeah, I completed most of the arenas on hard mode, just for the points, basically. And indeed, it did assure that I had enough points to buy all of the arenas, and also, Adol. I'm trying to figure out if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I can't imagine it would be pronounced differently though, right? Adol? Adol? But yeah, Adol here, is gonna be going through normal mode, though. Hard mode is fun, but again, I was not able to beat, Demonic Core on hard mode. Got enough points for everything else, though. I forget if I had to do any other grinding, but yeah, no, it was done in one session. It just took, like, probably an hour to get all of the new stuff, all the important stuff. So yeah, let's see how Adol plays. Alright. So let's see. That's what his combo looks like. I do like his lunges, I think. Let's see, what do you got for specials, though? Ooh! Okay, so you kinda get a, whirlwind like Unica had. Ooh, that's fun! Let's see, fire. So that's kind of like what Unica has as well. What about this one? Is this a hammer? That's a little different. Okay. I was wondering if Unica's entire moveset was kind of just a reference to Adol here. Let's see, which one of these do I want? I think I want wind. Because I can just do that. Ow. Honestly, just the way he keeps moving forward, I think makes this a little better than Unica's version of the move. But overall, he does have a pretty similar moveset. Now, I also don't know Adol's last name, so I don't know if he's related to, Unica or not. If they are related, it would then make sense why Unica is one of the playable characters, and then two other facts. But I don't know, the fact that he's not named makes me think he's from a different line. Maybe he's not even from one of the, major families, and he's just a passerby. Now, what's his boost like? Not much different. I feel like Toll still wins on the has the best boost fronts. Because being able to play the other characters again in arena mode, I don't think my opinions have particularly changed on them. Hugo is definitely the, technically more powerful protagonist between him and Unica. But, I don't know, I just like playing with Unica more, even with all of her faults. I just like her moveset more, it's more engaging to me. But her boost really isn't that good, though. Like, compared to everyone else, she just doesn't get anything. And then... Toll, of course, is Toll, so, like, I don't know. If you see his story, it's kinda self-explanatory, isn't it? You just watch that man work, and it's like, yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, he's cool. I think I'd actually save it. It'll probably be a while before I play the next Ys, but... I'm figuring... I feel like I have figured a decent amount about him. That was terrible syntax, but whatever, I'm moving on. I can infer a bunch of things, and I kinda wanna see that for myself whenever I get around to the next ones. Which, if I remember correctly, the next one isn't Ys 1 and 2, it's Oath and something or other. If I'm remembering the to be continued from the end of this game correctly. And that's the end of that one. But yeah, no, like... Adol here definitely does feel like a much better version of Unica. Because the way he moves is like more conducive to how this game works. Because Waypoint has mentioned before that like a lot of Unica's drawbacks are just due to her like her combo's just kind of bad. In fact, in general, one of her major problems is inducing knockback in a game where that is never useful on anything ever. Like, genuinely. You don't want to push things back because you want them in place. Though I will say, her, oh shoot, not the boost, but the burst, was it? The special move you get if you end boost early, which I should also test with Adol here. I feel like hers actually works out decently in Arena, due to the fact that, like, things weirdly enough stayed in place. I guess they don't really have that much room to move after being pushed around. But, like... they also kind of just, like, wandered back into her, like, explosion attack, so... It wasn't a completely useless move. But it's still the worst out of all of them. Because Toll in general is just very good in boost mode. Okay, it's not as good as Toll's laser. But yeah, no, Toll gets the best laser, clearly. But yeah, big laser, extremely good. Again, kind of self-explanatory. And then, of course, like, Hugo... I don't really like his boost that much, and it took forever to build, to the point where I almost wondered if, like, your characters are based off the way they are in story? Because I feel like I did not upgrade boost that much for Hugo, because at the time I wasn't huge on boost, and I feel like I'm still not huge on boost unless it's Hugo. Oh right, I gotta change moves. Or, not Hugo, Toll. But yeah, no, Hugo really built boosts slowly, but I feel like it's just like the game optimizes them in a certain way for Arena. Like, Toll's boost is pretty integral to his character, so of course, like, they would include the ability for him to boost easier in Arena. Because otherwise they're taking away his bread and butter, and that's not good. Oh, and that's the end of that one. Alright, Guilty Fire. Let's see what this one looks like. Oops. I feel like I like Unica's version of the fire ability more. So at one point I think I said that I'd have Arena time to, like, talk about things in story that I might not have, gotten around to during the end credits. But I don't think I have that much more to add. I think I got a lot of what I wanted to talk about done with, because, again, I think at the end of the day, the different viewpoints work out very well, so... Same areas doesn't matter, because all the characters are different to play as and fun to play as, and their story viewpoints actually differ enough to make them all interesting in some capacity. Oh, this is fun to do. He definitely has a more interesting whirlwind. But yeah, like... much more to add on that front, though. I will say, I feel like it's kind of a huge mistake to allow you to play Unica or Hugo, but then after beating one story, you get Toll, and then you can play his story. I don't know, maybe they wanted to make it so if you wanted to, you only had to play the game twice. But I don't know. I feel like They should have had a little more confidence in saying, hey, you gotta play 3 times to get the story. Because, like, I don't know, I feel like... I definitely feel like Unica first is the optimal way to play it. Because again, I feel like kind of having the straightforward character be the front-facing one makes sense. And again, for me, the new player, I would have hated playing Hugo first. I don't know how I would have felt about a lot of this game, had I gone into the story with Hugo as my first character. I feel like I needed a lot of context from Minika's story, and a lot of hooks from her story to be more interested in what the game had to do with Hugo. But, like, you definitely don't want to play, like... God, I feel like Hugo, Toll, Unica would be the worst story path, but in general, like... Playing Toll second is not a great idea if you want to do all 3 stories, because his is very clearly the canon route, so... If you do his second, you get around to play through number 3, and it's like, okay, well, this didn't happen. And you kind of get, like, bits and pieces of the other stories in Toll's story, so... It feels like you're hanging the 3rd character out to dry if you do Toll second. Because, like, you get a little bit of Unica's kind of rise to bravery in Toll's story. Because by the end, you know, she is able to stand up to... It's probably Kishkal, right? I think she went up against Kishkal in the end. To, stall him. But, you know, the main thing is you just don't get to see it firsthand, and you don't sort of get the, moments of her being able to attain that herself. It has to be done through Toll. Same goes for Hugo. He sort of gets his, redemption and his daddy issues out of the way, in Toll's story as well. It's just he's not the one who's able to do it himself, and, you know, that's an interesting viewpoint, but again... If I were to play Toll story second, then it's like, yeah, cool, it's great that these characters get self-actualization instead of having to rely on Toll for this. But at the same time, I fought the final boss, though, like the real final boss. None of you know, but, Fact Dad is a bastard man, and one of his sons is going to kill him with a cool silver sword, which is apparently a pretty important sword. So, like, it would feel weird to just go back to Dale's and be like, alright, I guess we're doing this. Also, I think the one huge thing, looking back on the game's story in general, the one big thing that, like, is for the fans is probably the big plot twist of the game. Because I was thinking about it, I still don't necessarily know how to feel about the big twist being, Fact Dad. Waypoint did, like, point out a few places where there was foreshadowing, but I feel like it's foreshadowing that you wouldn't really look for unless you had played the other Ys games. Oh right, I have a normal sword combo, I should probably use that. A little over-reliant on this. How good is your item usage, my man? I've just been spamming this a lot. I guess that's what Adol's spec for, is just using artifacts. But anyway, yeah, like, so it's not that it comes out of nowhere. Like, it definitely doesn't come out of nowhere. But it's just not a thing I was as interested in. And I guess part of it is, sort of half knowing about things that are going to happen. Or, you know, just the general gist of things that are going to happen. Really? I thought I was facing to the right, but apparently not. Whoops. I guess that's my bad. I should definitely, like, make sure I'm absolutely positively to the right first. But anyway, yeah, where was I? But yeah, like, I think part of it is, like, knowing the general gist of things, I kind of liked the idea that, like, there were two Fact Brothers, and, like, you could kind of headcanon which one was the correct fact. Oh god, this is... these guys are bastards. Because, you know, I knew there were facts in later games, and that they were also bastards. So I figured, oh hey, it's gonna be either Hugo or Toll, and you kinda get, and it'd be, like, vague about which one was actually whatever evil it happened to be. But no, it's very definitively, definitely, Fact Dad, because he is now sealed within, an evil orb that is just all magic. It is just all the magic ever. So, I don't know. Very definitely distinctly, him. I don't think it's gonna be, I don't think it's a difficult guess to think, yeah, no, that's the bastard. That's the bitch who will be probably the final boss of at least the first game, if not more of them. Don't know if it's a Ganondorf situation, where it just keeps being him over and over again. But again, I'll figure that out down the line. But yeah, I was a little invested in that idea. Ow, oh god, the bombs. Even on normal, this is actually pretty difficult. So yeah, like, I was more invested in that than, like, Fact Dad coming out of nowhere and be like, ha-ha! 'Twas I wanted the dark power all along! And now nobody can stop me, certainly not my garbage son, who I think sucks. He'd never amount to anything and could not kill me with a sword. He doesn't even have a sword right now. With what weapon would he kill me? Claws? That weapon is for pussies, son. So yeah, again, it was technically foreshadowed, but just not a plot point I was interested in. But, like, it would be a thing that— oh god, right. I forgot the thing that's difficult about this is that there are bugs. And if you don't notice that— oh. Can I change the direction of that? Or did he just— I don't know. I guess you just had time to readjust. God, I think this is, like, the last phase, too. Oh, but I did get a level up, so I'm pretty well set. But yeah, the Fact Dad reveal was probably guessable, if not, like, outright assumed— oh, it wasn't the last phase. By Ys fans. So that is, like, one of the only things that, like, I, as a new player, out and out, thought, yeah, no, this is absolutely more for returning players and no one else. But it also makes sense from a storytelling standpoint to introduce what is probably the villain of the later games and how he comes to power. So, I don't mind it that much. Alright, let's kinda stretch. Alright, so, Blighted Blood was the last one I was able to complete as any other character on hard mode. So let's see what we're doing here. Blighted Blood is also a bastard, though. Yeah, this one was hard enough on hard mode. Yeah, I've not yet unlocked the other one. I'll show off basic Adol. Don't know if I'll get the other for bonus stream. But yeah, no, he's definitely fun to play as. Should probably check how many points I have after this to see if I can. Like, he wasn't even showing up on the menu yet. I think I have to get the extra other characters before he shows up, probably. Oh god! Explosions everywhere! Somebody break out that one Kirby area. Endless Explosions is such a good area name, though. It's a little forced because, of course, like, a lot of the modern Kirby games have to do the whole, like, using the area names to spell out one word by the end, right? But Endless Explosions is still very good. Ah, damn it. Oh, goodness. Whoops. Also, definitely one of the major differences in arena modes, or arena difficulties, rather. Oh, Jesus. is just how frequently you level up, which is very vital. Ah, I could have been a little more diagonal. But people walked into it, so it's fine. But yeah, no, like, healing helps a lot, the healing you get from level ups. That's the major reason you do level. Also, yeah, absolutely, like, most of Adol's moveset definitely seems to be, Unika's. But again, instead of knockback, it's push forward, which is far more useful. Also, yeah, no, she's definitely, or, Adol's definitely faster than, Unika is. Oh, you know, clearly I was paying too much attention to the artifacts earlier when I was boosting. Now he's even faster, actually. And Adol's just all around real good. Probably still can't beat Nightmare Mode, though. I feel like that is still out of my wheelhouse. I could probably do Wailing Blue as Adol. Maybe I could get the second area as well, but... yeah, no, after a while these get kinda brutal. I also didn't pay enough attention to see if, level ups are worse in, higher difficulties. Might just be enemy stats and, you know, time to level up, but, like... regardless, it is some combination of things that I can't quite overcome, probably. I wonder if they gave Toll a beam that you could move, just so Adol wouldn't overshadow him as well. The only drawback is that if you miss with the big beam, then you're just screwed. Whereas Toll, yeah, you just move that shit. It's fine. Look, Adol's only allowed to be better than one character. He can be better than Unika, but he can't be better than Toll. That's not allowed. It's really weird that Unika got the short end of the stick, though, considering how well this game balances in every other aspect. So it is just really weird that, like, Unika just has a whole lot of aspects that are not as good as a character that you unlock and is not playable in story mode. Also, god, they really start you off on a very rude formation. Have I also mentioned that, like, enemies can pretty much just start attacking immediately in any phase? You can just start a phase and get just absolutely creamed by something. The enemies are ready for you. Which is a very unfortunate pattern in many of the games I'm playing, because that's also a problem I'm having in Sonic Adventure 2. Ask me how Cannon's Core is going. And anyway, the thing I was going to mention has already happened, but yeah, no, one of the big things about this one is just status effects. The game's ability to make you dizzy and whatnot is very difficult to work around. So yeah, I'm very much relying on level ups here. God damn it. I'm not good with the beam, and now I'm dizzy. Yeah, these enemies are real bastards. Oh god, now there's a whole lot of them. Probably should have saved my boost. I do have another one, and I would like to use it. I do admire Adol's ability to just fucking lunge into a group of enemies and just go to town on them. Who's going blue blue? Who wargled? So yeah, still really weird that, like, Unica wound up getting the shaft so bad, because, like... Yeah, no, like, the game's so well balanced, you would think at some point they would have realized, hey, yeah, knockback really isn't that useful. And look, they had to make Unica different from Toll somehow. And Toll's whole thing is just being speedy and strong and good at close range. But yeah, no, it's weird. Also, is that people doing fireworks now? It's Saturday before the 4th of July, so fireworks time. What are you on about? Why would you do this? We have to have our Saturday before the holiday fireworks, before we have our Sunday before the holiday fireworks, before we have the holiday eve fireworks, before we have 4th of July fireworks. By the way, hope you don't have any pets, because they're not going to be having a good time. Also, I've definitely seen this phase before. This might be where I die. Because this is just a whole lot of everything all at once. I remembered Crystal phase, because that's not so bad. This, on the other hand, is a whole lot of wizards just causing trouble, because they have no sense of right or wrong. As I believe I've mentioned before, they just sound like sad cats when they die. Oh god, where am I going? I'm being pulled... I'm being pulled to and fro right now. I don't remember this formation, though, so I think this... Yeah, I think the previous one must be where I consistently died as... Did I play as anybody else but Toll? I think I did. I probably didn't shield enough as Hugo, to be fair. Like, that's the optimal strat, but I believe I've mentioned before, it's not my favorite thing to do. I know it's the best thing to do. I did the strategy myself, that's how I got through all of Hugo's endgame. It's not my favorite thing to do, so... Again, I got enough points to get what I wanted. So... no big deal. No, it's not allowed. I'm actually playing from jail right now. Jail stream, I did not get out the spreadsheets. Alright, boost. Don't fail me now. Oh god, I'm dizzy. Oh god, I'm everything right now. Is it a status effect in this game? Yes? Well, guess what? These plants give it to you. God, I'm very almost dead. Yeah, no. I definitely didn't make it this far. I don't think. I don't think I did. Alright, come on, boost. Bring me to victory. Or, alternatively, EXP bar, also bring me to victory. There we go. Hell yeah. Mostly got him, ish. I'm sure I took off a lot of HP. Oh wait, what if I did this? Right, yeah, I have a thing that's specifically good against armor, and, like, they can still guard, but also... God, that's really good, though. And... there we go! Okay, that's everything on normal. So let's see, how many points do I have now? 405, 101. That is not enough to get any of the extra versions. Yeah, I noticed, like, there's a lingering attack there. Kinda just like an electric pulse or something like that. Just on that guy, killing him. Thanks for the emphasis, Fireworks. Alright, so... if you noticed how much SP I had at the start, now you know how much you get for doing all of the arenas on normal mode as one character. It's that amount of points. What I have now minus whatever I had at the start. So yeah, I'm probably not going to unlock these, I don't think. But I mean, since I'm here... I was able to defeat, I was able to beat the first area on Nightmare as Toll, so I can probably do it with Adol. Try using this one a little more. Okay, so that's how that works. Big explosion. Should also take a drink, because I keep having to clear my throat. I still feel like I kind of prefer... Unica's version of the fire ability. But, yeah, no, I prefer Adol's version of the whirlwind, and... their hammers are different, sure, but, yeah, no. Adol's is better, because... it just does that. I mind Unica's version not being mobile. But also it is just fun shoulder-checking people. Alright, you gonna do anything? You are. Alright, so this isn't so bad. Definitely a little nervous seeing that 77 HP, but, you know, it's the first area, it's fine. I can survive with that much. That being said, though, I should definitely save my next boost. Again, I'm not playing as Toll, so... does not get it quite as quickly, it seems. I'm taking a bit more damage, which means building a little faster, but still. I would prefer to not rely on taking damage to get boosts. Again, double-digit HP, not great for me. That old phrase, you know it. We say it all the time. Nope, 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 you quit doing that. Definitely don't need any fancy boost for this. Though admittedly I do just like boost making you go fast. I do have to wonder what the specific distinctions between each boost are though, because I, again, feel like Unica's just didn't do much. Oh, here we go. Oh dear. Come on, hell yeah, that is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so yeah, getting kinda low on HP there. But I cleared enough people to just level me up. But yeah, one of the major reasons I liked Boost for Toll, later on when I started noticing it, was kind of the defense, boost. Oh cool, I don't take as much damage. But here I'm really appreciating the speed on the boost. Maybe that's just me noticing different things, I don't know. These are very passive enemies. Probably isn't my best choice of, artifact either. Alright, and that's that. Alright, so like I said, the first version of Nightmare is doable. I don't know... maybe I could handle, Flooded Prison as Adol, but, yeah, in areas where I was starting to, maybe go a little slower, that's out of my wheelhouse. And also, as a reminder, I did do all of those first try as Adol, but that was normal mode. I did take quite a few deaths in hard mode, even as characters I, you know, typically play as. Or... I say typically like I've played them different amounts. Yeah, no, I'm a Toll main. Yeah, I've totally been playing this game for like 10 years, actually, surprise. I lied, I actually knew everything about this game. I mean, Toll, don't put any time into Hyuga, this is just me, but yeah, no, like... of the characters I favored, rather. Even they died a lot. Also, I'm just going back and reading old messages, because I think... it does sound like the other version of, Adol works, differently. Admittedly, I am kind of interested in seeing that, but, like... I showed off, his normal version, Felghana version. I feel like I will... I definitely feel like I am interested in seeing the other one, but I feel like I can stop it here. Here's the version of him that works completely differently. But yeah, no, that's another grind session, and while it does sound neat, I just wanted to show off Adol in general for this one. That's the main meat of this, I think. But yeah, no, the extra versions, I don't know what they're about, but yeah, no, that's a lot of points to have to grind. And again, like, it doesn't take too long to grind if you really want to. Again, grinding for all of the arena stages, and then for Adol wasn't like... It only took like an hour or so, maybe like an hour and a half. It wasn't terrible. And, I forget how many points that would be overall, but I think Adol was like 500,000? Something like that. So, like, playing on hard mode, wouldn't take too long. Oof. I'll say yeah. I mean, I can't speak for that game, but it would be weird going from this to that game, where this game very much encourages you to use them, like artifacts and whatnot, a fair bit. You do, like, there is a cooldown on them, but you can use them pretty rapidly, and if you don't use them completely consecutively, you can chain things for a while, so... I see they get different from game to game, though again, I did look through the screenshots of the later games, and yeah, no, those games seem to change style a lot from just brief glimpses of them. They all look very different, so yeah, it's 9:59, so I'm thinking I'm going to... change games here. Oh, okay. So it was literally the, same ones. Wow, yeah, that is... wild. I am trying to imagine this game without the ability to just spin constantly. God, I would actually have to use the basic attack. I wouldn't have any moments where I just forget, oh yeah, I can also attack basically, and that is legit useful. Sometimes you don't want to spin constantly. Alright, so... While I just, read some other use information with rapt attention, I'm just gonna think, is there anything else I want to say about the game? I think I've got everything I want to say. I have showed off a fair bit of the, arena stuff, but there is a decent amount to go. Whatever the extra versions are, one more version of Adol. I think there was like a thing or two otherwise on the list. Also, yeah, I just realized, oh yeah, Adol is available for time attack mode. So, Epona 1, Epona 2, so that would mean... Kishgal. So yeah, he's basically got, all of Unica's thing, right? Vermilion. I don't remember boss names super well. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Epona 1 being here means this is Unica's list. In fact, I can actually look at that right now. Yep, okay. I'm surprised they didn't let him fight Toll just for the hell of it. They also just give Adol the ability to fight Hugo or Toll. Damn. Adol is more broken than Toll, which is wild to say. Because Toll felt very strong, and also, I already accidentally broke Darm somehow. Alright, so... I think that's gonna be it for East, so... Yeah, very enjoyable game. I look forward to the very interesting sounding progression of the later games. From the sounds of it, consistency is perhaps not its most defining characteristic. But yeah, no, Ys Origin, very good introduction. I feel like I've said this before, but I don't know if I have really had that many experiences of playing kind of the prequel game that was made down the line without having some experience in the other games first, so... definitely interesting to kind of be in that boat that I'm not normally in. So yeah, definitely a very interesting starting point. Again, I feel like I mentioned this already when I was, talking about the plot and the credits, but yeah, initially I found the game a little dry story-wise, but over time, I definitely got hooked on a lot of the things. Again, Unica's a little straightforward, but I feel like in the long run she's still the best starting character as a frame of reference. Alright, so I've got an hour left, so once again, I'm going to go to the BRB screen, almost knock my controller down, and then I'll cut the stream briefly so that... I'm already editing things in post afterwards. I've got to staple the first session of the bonus episode, or the bonus stuff stream. Gotta staple these two together in post, but that way I don't also have to unhinge the Paper Mario part of the stream from this one. So I'm gonna move to BRB. If you're watching the VOD, I hope you've enjoyed Ys Origin. I have. And yeah, get to one of those other games down the line. And also, I'm not doing all of my plugs now, but next Saturday stream is going to be Disaster Report, so once stream order is normal again, that's what I'm gonna be playing next Saturday. But for now, I'm gonna move and cut it. And then I'll be back in a moment with Paper Mario, once I shove Steam under the carpet so it doesn't slow things down. Anyway, yeah.